Hello, in this episode, we'll show how to access OpenAI with the API. I'm using the LangChain, and we'll usually show, mostly show the basic prompting with this. Okay, so let's first check set up the Google Colab, and there are various ways of accessing OpenAPI, and here we'll be basically using through software library provided by OpenAI. It's called LangChain. Um, it basically makes the process simple using the LLM, and it can do like document analysis, summarization, chatbot, code analysis, various things. So what you have to do is basically just install the LangChain from OpenAI. And you need a key. And as I said in another setup video, you need to apply for the OpenAI account. And then when you're using Google Colab, you can just put it in this key. And then here is my nickname, OpenAI API key. It's in here, it's accessible, so I can use it. Okay. And the way you use it is that, well, user data get, and then here's my nickname of the OpenAPI key, which is substituted with the actual OpenAPI key. All right. I'm using the GPT 3.5 model here, the LLM model. Well, you can just use the GPT 3.5 here. Okay. So what you do is that the LLM, I name this model the OpenAI LLM, and that's chat OpenAI API key. This is the key here, and I'm specifying the model. And the temperature 0 means that there is no creativity. I'm just having the very basic fact-based checking. And here's my question. I put the question, the string, what are the 5 largest cities in the USA by population? And then how to use the OpenAI LLM is that this LLM here, invoke, and then put the question in here. I get the response. Simple as that. Gives me the answer, right? And you can change your question to remove the numbers and then many things you can do, okay? To construct complex prompt that prompts and incorporate multiple variables into final prompt, we can use the normal Python string handling to achieve. Let's see. So here's some text. It's some foreign language, and you can translate it to many things. In this case, from Korean to English. Okay, so here's the prompt with the F string. So translate the text that is delimited by triple backticks into the style that is the style here, American English, and the text is this. Okay, so I put it in here like that. And then again, the prompt, invoke, and then the text and style are substituted in here. So it knows that it's going to change to English and for a given text and run it, you'll get the translation of this here. Cool, isn't it? So here's some dynamic prompts. You can do it. So here's to translate the text that is delimited triple backlist and the style that is something style and the text here. So, and then chat prompt template from the templates. So I've saved my template in here, prompt template, and I do the same thing. So here's the style and here's the text. And then the prompt template here, the prompt template had the format messages, and I give the style and text in here and then prompt it. See? The newly constructed prompt can now perform intended task of translation like this. All right. So LangChain can extract multiple values returned by ChatGPT. 3 fields can be extracted from a product description, for example, here. So this is the response schema and structured output parser use. So here's the material schema. The material here describe what is the material. This is the item made of. If unknown, make an estimate. And then there's this description. Here's the shape. What is the shape of this item? If unknown, return null. And then here's the who schema. So we all define these things in here, who that is. And then the response schema, the combining these three, all right? So we're extracting these three fields from the product description, material shape, and who, and describe the LangChain for each instruction, a LangChain of what each field is, which helps to find the product description. And here's the structured output parser. So from response schema, and then you put the response schemas in here, and the format instructions to get format instructions. So what's the prompt? Chat prompt template from the template. For the product text, extract this information with valid JSON with commas. And here's the text, and here's the product description. And here's something about the dog item, all right? The product description. So how you can use it is that the prompt invoke, you get the product description and format instructions here, the format instructions. And then it will give some result, put that result into the LLM invoke and get the result too, and then get the output parser to basically parse the outputs. Oops. So material plus shape, dinosaur, who, and dog, okay? You'll have multiple components in LangChain. You must call it in a chain, meaning in this chain, okay? And then you can do the same thing here, basically doing this at once rather than writing this all three, okay? Can also do text extraction, like in this case, picking out some date. So here's the prompt. You extract by any birth dates or provide the text, return the date from something here to none. And here's the text. And then the chat prompt template from the template, the prompt. So here's the prompt template. And then the input data here is John was born here and was married. So there are two dates. And which one is the birthday? Can ChatGPT figure it out? So you're training the prompt. So here's the prompt template, and then there's this LLM. And you have the chain to invoke and get the input text in here and run it. And this one is the birthday, okay? So the same concept, code can process a series of text, and here's a very long test of list. And then I can go to the list and then chain to the chain invoking, and then basically parse out the date. So this shows that how LangChain is being used. So you can just use a simple prompt, but also you can do more complex linked test that hinges on the earlier answers from ChatGPT, right? Okay. Thank you for watching this episode.